coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that. I'm riding, I'm coming in fast. First place, you coming in last. I'm hitting that gas. I'm hitting that loud commotion. We causing a commotion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. I put it in, I put it in, I put it in motion. Loud commotion. We causing a commotion. Icy as in the whole man. I hit the road in an all-white van. I keep a
It's all happening in Florida from Amway Center in Orlando. The Knicks taking on the Magic. For the Knicks, they started the season with a win. Tonight, out to make it win number 2. Magic, Knicks, coming up on 2K Sports.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular. That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, goodness. No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Philadelphia 76ers. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Kevin, one of the great stories is Julius Randle becoming an all-star in New York. Randle said it's been a lot of hard work paying off. As a shooter, a passer, a leader, you name it, I've gotten to flip the script on my own reputation, while also helping with this larger thing we have going, changing the reputation of our entire franchise. Mission accomplished, Kevin.
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. And Doris, you look at these teams, both great on the glass.
Well, they define their success and failure by what is the rebounding margin. It is huge tonight. This is going to be a tough, physical battle.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Alec Burks. And it's Barrett in at the 3. And for the Magic, guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Wendell Carter is out there with Wagner. And it's Bamba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Randall. Quickly kicks to Burks. Buries the long-range jumper.
Burks takes no time getting that shot up, ready on the catch.
Here's Suggs. It's not going to go for him. So New York will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they put the defense on. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Here's Wagner after New York gets the 3. To the middle. It's tipped. 6 to shoot. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. New York's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And the pass to Randall. Takes the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Fultz kicks to Wagner. No good again that time. For New York, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. He won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Well, terrific to see Markelle Fultz knock it down, looking more and more assertive in the mid-range.
New York moving the ball around. Here's quickly. Drills Here's the three-pointer.
Emmanuel Quickly.
Quickly's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Knicks.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Fultz kicks to Wagner. Driving the lane and finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Markelle Fultz can get cooking on the offensive end, but his responsibility to get the guys around him involved, nicely done.
The shot's good from Quickly.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now, here's Suggs. Quickly covering. Bamba's shot is off. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for New York. It's a 10-point game. Here's Quickly. And again, New York with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt?
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Bamba. Isaac comes in for Carter. Okiki's checked in for Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Evan Fournier's checked in for Quickly. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Alec Burks. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Toppin, good.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
1:43 left in the first. Anthony with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. The guy in the league, everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, you got to agree the defense isn't the only area where Jonathan Isaac has improved.
And no question, Kevin, his offense has developed as well. He's becoming a more confident scorer, steadily increasing his output on that end.
Here's Rose. Rebound by the Magic. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first league looking for a good start in the series.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
That bucket in no time at all.
When you make a 3 on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
Lopez outside. Fades back. And the rejection by Noel. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way over Anthony. And again, it's New York.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded by Fournier. Driving inside. And the rejection by Noel. Barrett for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
The Magic trail by 17. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Fournier over to help. Passes it to Okiki. Dishes it to Lopez. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
It's good from long range.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Barrett for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big time shot. Beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
What a performance for Emmanuel Quickly. He has been the story for New York. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this.
All right, look.
Well, one of the game's most electrifying dunkers is Obi Toppin. As he explains, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
My dad's nickname is Dunkers for Life, so he had a lot of trick dunks. Maybe I might pull out one of his dunks, we'll have to see, but he definitely had some tricks back then. I think I have better ones now, though.
Yeah, he might, but Toppin's dad, a street ball legend, Greg, in New York City.
And I'm sure he's proud to see his son carry on that legacy in the NBA. Not only that, but playing for their hometown Knicks.
His first.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
They've got Wagner, Carter out there with Bamba. And there's Fultz, and it's Anthony in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Alec Burks.
Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie season.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Wagner. Bucket is good.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Quickly's got 14.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is dad. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
Basket counts.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Burks. Gibson against Carter. No good from Gibson. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Anthony, the pass to Fultz. Now, here's Bamba. Stolen by Quickly. And a fast break now for New York. Burks leading the charge. The shot's good from Fournier.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his first foul. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen, but last year it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 6, and the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the match, Okeke comes in for Wagner, and it's Suggs in for Anthony. Then for the Knicks, Obi Toppin's checked in for Julius Randle. R.J. Barrett comes in for Fournier. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Quickly. Fultz against Rose. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, there is a display of fearlessness. We see this from Markelle Fultz. This guy wants to penetrate and draw the foul.
For Orlando, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of what-ifs.
Barrett for 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortune will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you.
You know, they don't have an answer for that. Robin is just exerting his will on the inside there.
Burks looking around. Cranes the three-pointer. Burks has got 8 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your
The
lead.
loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans. All right, look who's coming onto the court.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks.
Get loud.
Taking a look here at the numbers for R.J. Barrett. Good season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Toppin, no one around him. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Toppin's got 8 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Fultz against Rose. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The Knicks leading by 23. For 3, Barrett. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul.
His first, 4th team foul.
Here's Suggs. Shoots from the high post, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Barrett inside the three-point line. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's New York finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the New York Knicks.
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now.
And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
Well, I think for the Knicks, they need to step back and take a look at what's going wrong. Mistakes have killed them, not just turnovers, but poor decision-making. This is a team everyone's...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice performance by Emmanuel Quickly.
And something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So with Rose on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall.
That's his second.
Emmanuel Quickly out there with Alec Burks. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Barrett for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Barrett's got 12.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Into the lane, and finished off by Fultz.
Well, Markelle Fultz doesn't stand and settle for a jumper. He attacks the rim with that athleticism. Nicely done.
Quickly kicks to Burks. This one for 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That's his third foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now Fultz, 7 points in the game. To the paint. And he makes good on the layup. 15 points in the game so far.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Anthony's checked in for Fultz.
On the floor for your Magic, Cole Anthony.
New York on D. Now, here's Wagner. Out left to the wing. Bamba wide open, and he fires. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Wow, the kind of touch Mo Bamba has at 7 feet to make the 3 ball really, really big time.
On the wing quickly. Covered by Anthony. Pass to Burks. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Anthony. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. He takes it in. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Fournier's checked in for Burks. Anthony with it. He's got 6. Pass to Bamba. He kicks to Suggs. It's rebounded by New York. Outside, Robinson shoots over Bamba. And again, it's New York.
This is about the extent of Mitchell Robinson's game. But boy, he's putting in work in the mid-range.
Hey, Doris, one thing you can count on with Mitchell Robinson, he's going to make the majority of the shots he takes.
Right, think about it. Back in 2020, he shattered the record for highest field goal percentage in a season. Most of his buckets right at the cup in the restricted area. This guy has plenty of time to expand that range, and we know he's working on it.
Here's Anthony. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. The wide open look here for Anthony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Anthony's got 8 points.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Now, here's Suggs. Here he goes. The pass to Wagner. Pulls up. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Quickly. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Wagner. D right on him. Nice D from Fournier. Barrett for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And it's in there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, talk about a guy who plays with competitive fire. Suggs is a powerful leader, but by example.
Yeah, I mean, this guy plays with such great strength and energy, and he makes great decisions. Really has an advanced understanding of the game for his age.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Lopez, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Isaac comes in for Wendell Carter. Okiki's checked in for Wagner. And it's Fulton for Cole Anthony.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now, here's Suggs. A nice shot by Okiki.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
From the stripe. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded by Fournier. And there's Fultz on the assist from Suggs. And that's 11 points for Markelle Fultz.
Got to appreciate the IQ of Fultz. A solid guard who knows he has the green light to pull from anywhere.
What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the New York Knicks. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter? After that quarter.
And your 407.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Hampton. He's out there with Harris. Terrence Ross is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Okiki in at the 4 spot. Got that one up quick. McBride's got his first points of the game. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Hampton. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Rose. They get it back. Gibson passes to Noel. Puts up a 3. Okiki grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he uses the glass on the lane. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
No good from Gibson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Determination here, guys. A 4th quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando and a new group in for the Knicks. Anthony against Quickly. Over Anthony. And that one's good. Quickly's got 21 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Fires from deep. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for New York.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Quickly's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Fultz. And again, unable to change momentum here. Fires from the wing. And it's quickly missing. Magic have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Quickly's got 28 points for the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Magic. Okeke comes in for Wagner. And then for New York, Toppin, he's checked in for Randall. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Rose. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Fultz, no good.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Wasted no time on that one. Quickly's got 33 points.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And the first one drops. The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in.
Markelle Fultz.
And so Fultz nails them both.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
Here's Fultz. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Now Markelle Fultz knows I'm a scoring point guard. He's cooking a little bit right now and just letting things happen.
Good on the triple. Quickly's got 36.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Count that one.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
16 seconds left in the 4th. And the foul on Obi Toppin. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls.
At the line for the Magic, Markelle Fultz.
And so Fultz nails them both. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. From the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Emmanuel Quickley.